everyone. It's been a while. Happy fall. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a while. I don't even know what to say except that I wasn't in the frame of mind to make a video. I've had a lot of stuff just going on in my head about so many things. You know how that is, right? When you reach a point where there's just a lot of stuff that goes through your head. And yesterday, oh guys, let me tell you, yesterday I was in the worst funk ever. It was terrible. You know how that is when something builds up to the point where one day your mind and your body just says, I can't do this anymore. I just can't function today. That's what it was yesterday. So I literally spent the day in bed or laying on the couch. It was just one of those days. I just couldn't. I darkened the house, I lit some candles, crawled into bed, watched a bunch of YouTube videos all day long. That's all I did. I just binged on all kinds of videos just to try to get my mind off of all the stuff that was bothering me. You know how that goes. So yeah, it was kind of a rough day yesterday, and today I woke up and I thought, nope, I can't go back into that place again. So I got up, I showered, did my hair, my makeup, la la la, and didn't even really know what to talk about today. So I kind of wanted to make two videos about the pros and cons of being retired, single, and living alone. Yeah, so this video right now is about the pros of being retired, single, and living alone. Yeah, there are a lot of the pros, and that's what I want to talk about first. We'll leave the worst for last. But the pros are that you get to decorate your home, whatever it may be, an apartment, a house, a room, whatever. You get to decorate however you want, and you don't have to compromise or worry about anybody criticizing you or making you feel like what you're doing isn't, well, that's not so great looking, I don't really like that. No. You get to have your home set up the way you like. You can put your furniture where you want. You can have your kitchen how you want. You can put whatever you want in your bedroom. And in the case of being a woman, you can make it as girly as you like or whatever, you know. But that to me is one of the biggest pros, is that you fix up your living space exactly how you like it. And you don't have to listen to anybody criticize you or tell you, no, we don't really need that, or I don't really want that in there, or maybe they want to put stuff in there that you don't like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I envision a man coming into my life, and let's just pretend we're going to live together, and he's like, I think I want to bring a deer head in. I think I want to have some sports posters up or something of that nature. I'd be like, hell no, not where I'm going to live. So I might not be able to compromise. I would need a guy who's like, honey, just decorate however you want. Don't even worry about it. Just decorate. That's what I would need. Not that I wouldn't, you know, accept some of the things he likes. No, I wouldn't be that hardcore, but I definitely wouldn't want a lot of stuff that a man might want. Of course, there are men. I will give this credit to the man I was married to before for 22 years. I will give him credit where credit is due. He didn't care how I decorated. He was like, you make the house look pretty, who cares? You know, you make our houses look pretty. And I did. I worked hard, I thrifted, and I renovated all kinds, or refurbished all kinds of things. You know, I did a lot of stuff. Boy, did I do a lot to make our houses pretty wherever we lived. He didn't care. Well, I would need that again. I wouldn't like the criticism. So that's one thing. Not sharing a bathroom. In my case, I have a one-bedroom home. I would not want to share a bathroom with anybody, with a man. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be sharing a bathroom with a man. Call it weird, but I just wouldn't. You know, I've mentioned this in a video once before, and it's like, no, I don't want that. I know it sounds silly to some, but I don't. I don't want to watch somebody peeing and pooping. And I don't want them watching me. Sorry, TMI, but that's the way I feel. And so I've got my bathroom to myself. I can take as long or as short as I want in the shower, as long as I want doing my stuff to my face, you know, my oils and my creams, although I do have a little vanity in my bedroom. I sometimes like to do it in the bathroom. And I don't have to hear anybody, hurry up, get out of the bathroom. You know, that's just one of those things. The pros are, another pro is I have my 2 little dogs. And I love them. I spoil them to death. They are my babies. I spoil my little dogs. I couldn't be with a man who didn't love dogs. Couldn't do it. I can't even fathom a roommate because you have to consider so much when you have a roommate. I don't have the patience to do that. So, you know, and especially if you got a roommate you didn't like or you started having troubles with, I don't have the emotional energy to cope with that anymore. I couldn't do it. And especially if you wanted to kick them out, you actually have to go through a lot to kick somebody out if you've taken them in. So no. So you have the place to yourself. I can go to bed when I want to. Another pro. I can go to bed when I want to. I can get up when I want to. I don't have to be taking care of anybody. And, oh, here comes the garbage truck. And after being a mother of 5, raising 5 children, cooking a million meals, cleaning like crazy all the time, it's nice to just be me. It's just me, and I just don't have to worry about anything. I can do what I want, when I want, if I want. Another pro is I can just leave whenever I want. I don't have to tell anybody I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, because when you're married or you're living with a partner, it's just kind of a common thing to, well, honey, I'm going to go to here, I'm going to go to there, I'm going to go. I don't know if I'd have the patience for that either. I know. It sounds very picky, but I'm being honest. And, oh, this garbage truck. I know if I talk over it, you won't hear me. So hold on. Bye-bye and thank you. Okay, so yeah, so I can go and come and do as I please. Go and come anytime, any day, any time. I don't have to worry about anybody else, to be honest. And the other thing is cooking. I don't have to cook for anybody. And because guys, after raising 5 kids and cooking a million meals, and now that I'm living alone, there are a million times I do not want to cook. I'm just not going to cook. I don't want to. I'm tired of it. I don't like cooking anymore. I mean, I have days when it's like, I'll just snack on something because I'm just not in the mood to cook. Whereas if somebody were with me, say I was married or living with a guy, most likely they expect a woman to make those meals. I would need a guy who, I know somebody right now who, he does all the cooking, not her. That's what I would need. That's what I would like. It's like, yeah, I'll be the one saying, honey, can you make something for lunch? Because I don't eat breakfast. Honey, can you make something for lunch? That would be great. Not that I would never ever cook, but no, I don't have to worry that, oh, it's almost dinner time. Oh, it's lunchtime. Oh, it's this, oh, it's that. Oh, he wants a snack. You know, and I know a lot of you don't do that. I know a lot of you who are in relationships, if your husband or significant other wants a snack, it's like, go get it yourself. But a lot of people don't do that. They feel obligated, I guess. I watched a video one time of a woman who was showing what she was having for dinner, and it was just a big old slice of watermelon because she wasn't really hungry. But what she said, it was like, however, I know if I was in a relationship with a man, or I was married and living with a man, I'd feel obligated to make a full dinner. I don't want that obligation anymore. I just don't. It's just one of those things. And the other pro is I can dress however I want for the day. I don't have to worry that I don't have my hair and makeup done. And that's the way I was when I was previously married. I felt like if I didn't have my hair and my makeup perfect every single day, I wouldn't even walk out the front door, guys. Literally, I wouldn't walk out the front door. Well, now I don't give a rat's what about that. Don't care. Sometimes I'm in the mood to do my hair and makeup. Like today I was in the mood. I thought after yesterday's funk, I wanted to kind of just make myself feel better. Not that being without makeup makes me feel bad, but you know what I mean, ladies, is when you put a little makeup on, you do your hair, you just kind of feel a little put together. And so today I was in the mood. But every video that I make, no, I'm not going to have every single time done up with makeup and hair and everything. I'm not. So that's another pro, is I can be me. I can be me. Like yesterday, I just hung out in a t-shirt and pajama bottoms all day. Whereas when I was married, I felt like I had to look my absolute best all the time. Imagine doing that when you're a mother of 5, right? Imagine. And that's the way I felt. I felt like I have got to look my best all the time. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting. So that's another pro. Another pro is just simply not being criticized about anything, about absolutely nothing. Not having somebody say, well, I really didn't like the way you made that, or I really didn't like this, or I don't like that, I don't, whatever. Not being criticized about anything in your own home. It's nice to know that every day I can do whatever I want, however I want, and I don't have a person here criticizing me in any way, shape, or form. And it's nice. That's all I can say is it's nice. And another really big pro is no fighting. Yeah, no fighting. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are going to say, oh, my husband and I, or my partner and I, we get along great, whatever. Everybody fights. You cannot live in the same household with somebody and never have a fight. Not possible. Or if not, and I don't mean a full blown out fight. I mean just maybe an argument about something, or a disagreement, and it gets a little heavy, or sometimes into those outright scream out, cuss out type of arguing. I don't have to put up with that. And I gotta tell you, I don't miss that. I don't miss the stress. I don't miss the way I felt after an argument with my husband. And of course, in my case, it was extreme. He was an abuser. He used to beat me and hit me and kick me, and then became a drug addict, which made everything even worse. But even without the extreme, sometimes when I'm in the store and I hear couples, especially when I hear older couples, it's almost like these people that have been together, they can barely stand each other. That's what it feels like when I see them in the store and I hear them, and they're arguing over the most simple thing. I mean, I've heard that happen many times in Target, in a grocery store, at Walmart, wherever. I've heard them arguing about just the simplest of things. I don't have to argue with anybody. I can go into a store, get whatever I want. I can go, make my choices and not have somebody saying that this would be better or that would be better or whatever. I know that might sound silly to some, but if I went into a grocery store right now with a man, and let's say and we were living together, either married or just living together, and I went to pick a certain, I don't know what, a can of vegetables. Oh no, and he's like, no, that one's not as good, that one's better, you need to get that one. I would be like, seriously? I don't know, guys, maybe because I've been single so long, that the thought of having to compromise about so many things, and you do in a relationship, I don't care who you are, you have to. But then there are the exceptions where, I know there are exceptions where whoever you're with, they're like, oh, do whatever you want. And that's fine, but that's not always the case. So that's one of the other pros is no fighting, no arguing. I don't have to worry about going to bed mad or not going to bed mad. And the other pro is sometimes living with another person, they don't have to do anything wrong, but you just, how can I put it? They just get on your nerves. Some of their habits, some of their whatevers, they just get on your nerves. And you can't do anything about it. You can't just say, you're getting on my nerves right now, get out of the house, go away, I don't want to see you, bye. You know, you can't just kick somebody out. You can't kick your husband or wife or partner out just because they're irritating you for whatever little reason. So that's another pro is, you know, I don't know how to explain it, guys. This is the pro side. There's also the con side, which I will get into in the next video. But let's see. I'm trying to think of other pros. I should have put it together in my head before I did this, but I just kind of did this spontaneously. And cleaning. When it comes to cleaning, I have a very clean house. I keep my house very clean. There's no one here to dirty it. There's no one here to dirty it. So when I clean my bathroom, it stays clean for days because I have a habit of going behind myself. I wipe the sink, I wipe the faucet, you know, after I'm done using everything, I put it away, I wipe it. So it's always clean. My bathroom's always clean. Same with the kitchen. I clean. I keep everything. How can I put it? I pick up after myself all the time. So I never have a house that you would look at and go, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to clean this disaster? No, I never have that. Because I always pick up after myself. No matter what it is, if something as simple as mail, I'll go through the mail, garbage, 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 keep, that's it. I don't keep anything, I don't keep stuff around. Because I know that that leads to clutter, and clutter leads to a very uncomfortable home. I don't like clutter. So, yeah, I don't have somebody in the bathroom maybe. I remember that. The shaving and going in, and there's little teensy weensy hairs, you know, little tiny shaved hairs on the sink or on the floor, or a towel on the floor, or dirty clothes laying out, you know, on the floor in the bedroom or over a chair, dirty clothes on top of the hamper instead of in it, you know, all those little things. I remember all that, you know, stinky shoes just left wherever, that type of thing. Yeah, I don't have to put up with that. And I'm talking about the pros because a lot of people who live alone, and I'm one of those people, you have times of great struggle in living alone. That's the reality. Sometimes it's quite a struggle when you live alone because you are alone. And that's part of the cons. I'll get into it in my next one. But the pro part is you just don't have to contend with someone else's personality, moods, you know, their ups and downs. You don't have to contend with that. And like yesterday when I was in a real funk, part of it was I was feeling lonely yesterday, which was weird. It just came out of nowhere. Because Sunday or Saturday, my daughter and her family came, and they brought, oh my gosh, she brought me a bag filled with fall stuff. Because what we do is we exchange stuff at fall to welcome fall. They brought me a bag just filled with fall goodies. I mean, stuff for the house, stuff for myself, just wonderful fall goodies. And she got me the most adorable. I got to show you the PJs that she got for me that I will love. She got them for Halloween, I guess, basically. But I'm going to wear them all winter simply because they're so simple. See, they're fuzzy fuzzies, and they're just stars against black. But look what it says. It says, "Good night. but they're as soft as velvet. Oh my God, they're so soft. So I got a bag full of goodies from them for fall and a bag full of goodies for Halloween. They gave me the coolest stuff. It was so cool. And then my son Nathan previously had gotten me a big pumpkin the week, I think it was the week before. He got me a big old pumpkin for Halloween, which I have over here. A real pumpkin. So it was kind of weird because Saturday, you know, I was just, and yesterday, or Sunday, I felt good. I was happy looking at all this cool stuff that they gave me, because it makes you feel good when people think of you, especially when you live alone and you don't have somebody around to do little things for you at all. Someone else does it for you. It makes you feel really good that they're thinking of you, that they thought of you to do something to make you feel special, or to make that time special. So I was all excited. So when I woke up in that funk yesterday, I was like, God, where did this come from? It was terrible. But I didn't have to worry about contending with anybody else. I got in the funk. Rather than fight it, I thought I have to go with it. It's just how I feel today. So I stayed in my PJs and just, like I said earlier, I just stayed in bed. I didn't have to do anything besides feed my dogs and take them out, let them out. That was it. Didn't have to contend with anybody. That's a pro too. When you're in just kind of a funky mood or you just don't feel like dealing with anything or anyone, you can just become a hermit, close yourself up, and not worry about somebody. Well, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you in such a bad mood? What's the matter with you? Well, oh, you know, that type of stuff. So I caved into it, and I feel much better today. I don't know if maybe psychologically and physically I was just exhausted because I have had a lot on my mind, and sometimes when you just don't have someone right there to talk to, yeah, you can talk on the phone, that type of thing, but you know what I mean, there's somebody right there and you just want to talk. Well, it can build up. Well, I think that's kind of what happened. And then I got a good night's sleep. I slept almost 8 hours, which was wonderful, which was weird because I was in bed all day, so I was kind of worried that I'm not going to sleep well today or tonight, but I did good. Almost, it was 7.5 hours, so that was nice. But that's, you know, that's another pro, is, you know, however you're feeling, you feel it. You don't have to worry about any offending somebody because maybe you're in a pissy mood and you don't, you know, just leave me alone, don't talk to me, you know, that type of thing. Just go away, you know, get out of the room, you don't have to deal with. So that's a big pro to me too, is, or when you're not feeling well. Sometimes when I'm not feeling well, for whatever reason, I can just, you know, go into myself and not worry about anybody or anything else. And to me, it's just that is one of the very big pros. I can just be me. I can be silly, dancing and singing with my dogs. And I don't have to worry that somebody's looking at me like, oh, what a weirdo, look at her, you know. But I can. And I do. Sometimes in the morning with my dogs, I'm like, good morning, babies. How you doing? And we sit there and I clap and dance with them. And they dance, don't you, baby? And they dance with me. And I'm just in a silly mood in the morning, you know. I try to pick myself up so that I don't feel down. And I sometimes sit here and think, if I did that, would some guy be thinking, what is her deal, singing and dancing with the dogs? I don't feel silly. Same with like when I'm doing the dishes, I tell Google to put on music from whatever decade I want, and I sing away to whatever songs come on. If I know them, I sing them while I'm doing the dishes, while I'm cleaning the kitchen. I'm just singing away. I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing that with somebody. So that's another little freedom that, like this morning, that's the first thing we did. I got up and they were in a good mood. They jump off the bed all happy and I'm like, you guys ready to go out? And they jump and they're doing their whole thing and I'm just sitting there going on with them. I'm like, would a man interfere with that? Or what do you think, I was weird? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe I overthink it, but in reality, I'm so used to being me that sometimes I sometimes think the most I might be able to handle concerning having a man in my life, I'm starting to feel this way, is either he has to be the perfect right man for me, and by perfect I don't mean, you know what I mean, he's got to be the right one for me. Or it's going to be somebody who I just hang out with. We go to lunch, we go to dinner, we go to a movie, we take a little trip to, wherever. I won't go on a long trip with a guy. But like maybe drive up to Santa Fe from here in Albuquerque. Sit and watch a movie together, and then it's like, bye, time for you to go home. I'm kind of feeling like that's almost what it's getting to, is I don't know if I could deal with somebody full time. And that's one of the pros. When you're living alone, one of the biggest thing is when I hear somebody arguing in the stores and stuff, I think, yeah, every relationship has arguments. That's part of life. But when you're not used to having that argument, it's a big deal. I'm argued out. I can't argue with anybody anymore. I don't have it in me. I'm too old. I'm going to be 70. And I'm too old to argue anymore. It's like if you don't like me and you don't want to be around me, I can't do anything about it, but I'm not going to fight for you. You either want to be with me or you don't. I'm done fighting. I will not fight for anybody anymore. It's just not worth it to my mind and to my health. So yeah, it's just kind of a freedom that, I don't know, guys. It's kind of like, it would be great to have a guy in my life. I would love that. But like I said, the universe would have to send me the right one, the perfectly right one for me and who I am, for it to be an everyday living together situation. I mean, literally, it really would. So that's just kind of the way I'm feeling right now, the pros. And just being, I guess the main thing is just being who I am, whether I'm got my makeup and hair done, or I just feel like being a slob and not do anything for the day, not even shower one day. Like, I'm too tired, I don't even want to shower today. I don't have to worry about it. That's not well, that's very rare that happens, but we all have those days when it's like, oh, I just want to be in bed today. I don't have to worry about anybody else. So I don't know, guys, that's just kind of the way I'm feeling right now. That's some of my pros. Maybe you have some that you can put below, but that's kind of my thing for today, is thinking about the pros to keep my mind in a better place. So try that. It'll make you feel better for the day. So anyway, talk to you later, guys, and I'm hoping you have a great day, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. So say goodbye, Lily. Say goodbye. Mwah. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, that was a crick in my knee there. Getting old, getting old.